So we have about 3 minutes left with Dr. Schwartz, Vanderbilt Political Science Professor, and I want to shift gears a little bit. We're talking about foreign policy, but shift gears just a little bit. Talk about the Middle East. Major changes there in Israel and just the Middle East in general. In 3 minutes, kind of give us a primer. What are you watching? What are you concerned about stuff? Just the impact of some of these changes. What are your thoughts?
Well, obviously, one of the big changes is the new Israeli government. That Benjamin Netanyahu, who had been there for more than a decade as Israeli prime minister, is no longer there as prime minister, and you have a new Israeli government. The other thing, of course, we were watching was there was a breakdown. At least it looks like it's only temporary, but there was a breakdown in the ceasefire that had been negotiated. There was the Hamas sent incendiary balloons into Israel, starting fires along the southern border. Israel retaliated with airstrikes. So this was a break. Whether are the tensions going to continue between Israel and the Palestinians? In the longer term, I'm interested to see whether the Biden administration decides it wants to either build on or ignore the Trump administration's approach of trying to get Israel to deal, or Israel and the Arab states to make peace, the Abraham Accords that it negotiated with a number of Arab states recognizing Israel. Is that a process that the Biden people feel they should embrace, or do they want to focus more on trying to get some sort of negotiations going again between Israel and the Palestinians? The overarching other question is whether the attempt to re-enter the nuclear deal will take place. There's elections going to happen in Iran on Friday. Looks like another hardliner is coming to power. But are we going to re-enter the nuclear deal?
Very interesting. See, I have now like 4 questions I could ask you, but we've really run out of time. But thank you. Thank you so much for coming on. Dr. Thomas Schwartz, Vanderbilt Political Science Professor. I think next time maybe you'll be here in person. But thank you very much for joining us via Zoom.
Thank you very much.
We will take a break. We'll come back, wrap everything up right after this.